got it.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to MANIACITV, man. Today we got the end of Glokknine and Hotboii from the Inside the Hotspot YouTube channel. Now listen, man, Glokknine and Hotboii, man. It seemed like nowadays, man, listen, the feds, they ain't playing fair with these rappers, man. And how I said it before, man, this ain't the same rap game from 15 years ago. These niggas is real street niggas. These ain't no suburban niggas that just got into the rap game and they rap and fabricate about this life that they rapping about, and all these niggas really living like that, man. And the tragic side about this is, I remember we did a video, I think it was like a month ago, on the Glokknine situation. Innocent people got involved in this and got killed, man. But and it's sad as hell, because it's like you caught in the middle of somebody else's bullshit. And listen, the feds, like I said, they ain't playing fair, because they handing out Ricos left and right now, and Glokknine and Hotboii, they facing them, man. So let's get it.
Up, gang, back with the real. You know what's the deal. 2021 is the year of the law. Authorities been taking down rappers back to back.
Left and right, I'm
charged
saying.
Up 2015 Drizzy. Feds been acting real Thanos-ish lately, with Rico being the 5 stones. From Casanova to YFN Lucci.
What I just say? Literally, I just said this.
Lately with Rico being the 5 stones.
I'm saying.
From Casanova to YFN Lucci. And now, the ones trapped by the law are 2 of Florida's top rising artists and alleged gang leaders, Glokknine and Hotboii, and authorities ain't playing. You know the task force you see in movies, but this was the real life version. Both are facing the end of their careers if found guilty, and maybe that's why one tried to do the race before turning himself in. They fall came under the special operation, Operation X-Force, and we gonna chop it up and break down the specifics of the Orlando-wide indictment that took down AFNF and 438, along with a smaller gang.
Like they came up with a whole task force. Operation, what they say, Operation X. You see how many people they took down with this? That's
Orlando-wide indictment that took down AFNF and 438, along with a smaller gang affiliates. We done vids dealing in depth with the beef between 2 of Florida's most dangerous gangs, Glokknine's AFNF The Army versus Hotboii's 438. I'll attach it in the description so you can check it out, because it breaks down their feud in detail. It's been a minute that Glokknine and Hotboii been bumping heads. They beef ain't only resulted in the loss of life from each gang, but the loss of innocence. In September 2020, 14-year-old Dennis Joshua Atkinson was sitting on the porch at his home when the car drove up and opened fire, hitting him and a 15-year-old that was hanging out with him. They were both rushed to the hospital, but sadly, Atkinson ain't make it. Less than 24 hours later, 3-year-old Daquan James Felix Jr. lost his life when bullets from a drive-by shooting in the 4400 block of Drexel.
This is the crazy thing, you know, and this is, like I said, like innocent people. You could just be outside playing or whatever, and then it's just wrong place, wrong time, and it's sad. So I got a 3-year-old daughter, and I don't even want to imagine the pain of this child's parents and this child's family, knowing that this baby didn't even get to live his life yet because some niggas got an issue with each other, and they I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, as a parent, I sympathize heavily with this on some real shit, because it's sad. It's really sad.
Felix Jr. lost his life when bullets from a drive-by shooting in the 4400 block of Drexel Avenue near North Lane went flying through their home, hitting a toddler in the head while he was playing in the living room.
Where 3-year-old Daquan Felix was shot in another drive-by shooting on September 22nd. And the day before that, 14-year-old Dennis Atkinson was shot and killed in another shooting.
On April 25th, 2020, Dexter Wrench Jr., an Ocoee High School football star who was about to graduate and pursue his football dreams at college, was caught within what authorities say was retaliation by AFNF for the arrest of fellow gang member Cox after being charged with murking 438 affiliate Wolf. Dexter would be the unintended casualty after attending Wolf's funeral. But the last innocent death that was recorded was the straw that broke the camel's back. 16-year-old Savia King lost her life in the midst of the gang feud.
Developing right now, a family is desperate for answers. A 16-year-old girl was shot and killed in front of an Orlando gas station this weekend. Fox 35 learned that she is the niece of Orlando City Commissioner Regina Hill.
On May 2nd, 2021, the 16-year-old and a friend.
Like, these are youngins, all youngins, didn't even get to experience life yet. It's like You living in a full-on war zone. You would think like Orlando, Orlando's a great tourist city, so much to do and everything, man. But this is the side that the media don't really show in cities like that. They don't want to scare tourists away. And this is why I feel like the police came up with this operation. I mean, obviously, they want to take down people terrorizing the city or whatnot. But at the end of the day, man, I feel like 12 don't even care about the victims. They concern is, oh, well, we don't want to scare tourists away from coming to Orlando, so we need to get these guys off the street. They don't care about the victims. They don't. Let's keep it a buck. They don't care. They care. It's all about the money at the end of the day. They trying to make Orlando safe just for people to come in and spend their money. Police don't sympathize for the families.
Regina Hill.
On May 2nd, 2021, the 16-year-old and a friend was calling the Uber after an evening out when the friend's brother offered to give him a ride. Reports state that shortly after, another vehicle opened fire on their vehicle in a targeted gang shooting hidden to Via. She later passed at the hospital. Anthony Ant Barnes and Jacarius Jermaine Javante Simpson was arrested in her incident. The third person listed as the shooter, Jeremiah Woods, was apprehended after cops found what was believed to be his gun used in her shooting. After their investigation recovered 15 guns off the street, which included 2 stolen guns, with his being one of them. The significance of her being collateral damage was that she was the niece of Orlando City Commissioner Regina Hill.
That's crazy.
In the ideal world, all life is equal, but in our cruel reality, who you connected to adds to your importance.
The level of violent crime that we are seeing today is unacceptable. We had Tavia King become an innocent victim of violence, and so many others. We are devastated for her family's loss.
Cops was already plotting on Glokknine and Hotboii, but this got them into action with the swiftness. And in October 2020, they created the Joint Task Force with operatives from MBI, Orlando Police, and the FBI. They called in the entire firearm squad for the secret 9-month investigation called Operation X-Force with one goal in mind: take down the criminal empires of the Army and 438 and everyone involved in their bloodthirsty beef and keep them locked away.
Our goal is to remove them from the streets, keep them off the streets, and if convicted, make sure they don't recycle back into the community and continue their behavior.
AFNF, short for All Family No Friends.
The hardest part, I feel like, for Hotboii and Glokknine especially, is the fact that they famous. You got millions of followers on social media. Your music, every time you drop, gets millions of views. It's like if you were low key, it would be different, but they got fame, which means that's why they put them at the top of the list as the gang leaders. They don't even have to be the so-called gang leaders, but because they're the most recognizable figures, they list them as the leaders. Now, listen, I don't know what going on in Orlando, but it's just that's 12's logic.
Cycle back into the community and continue their behavior.
AFNF, short for All Family No Friends, is allegedly headed by Glokknine, while 438 by Hotboii. Truth be told, from what cops discovered in past behavior, Glokknine might be the one playing a bigger role in where this all ended up, simply because of how publicized his gang affiliation and mentality was. In conferences held to target crime, his name is mainly the one being brought up in relation to who has been destroying the community. I mean, dude got 52 charges.
He said 52 charges? My God.
Quavius Smith, better known as Glokknine, just him himself has been arrested for 52 felonies. So we're talking about dangerous.
All the street shenanigans and countless lives affected was brought to an end in a shocking revelation on July 2nd when the Orlando County Sheriff's Office shared that they have arrested most of the nearly 3 dozen suspects wanted on racketeering or trafficking charges after the 9-month investigation. In the now highly talked about news conference that followed, authorities would state that the chart was listed in order of most prominent bangers. And guess who at the top of the list? Glokknine.
If you look at that poster, the prominent people at the top displayed there, just between those 8 people, they're responsible for 230 felony charges.
In fact, he was the first one to be apprehended back on June 21st and held on a $750,000 bond for racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering charges. It's crazy. He got caught up in a RICO charge, but you won't believe that even the mighty Glokknine fell to the PPP loan scam. Yup, Vlad TV broke the news on the rapper getting got by police.
Of course, Vlad TV broke the news.
PPP loan scam. Yup, Vlad TV broke the news on the rapper getting got by police through wiretaps on his IG.
Wow.
Authorities wasn't lying when they said for the takedown, they was busting out new techniques and strategies.
Actually afforded the Safe Streets Task Force at the FBI a unique opportunity to employ some techniques that we don't typically use.
And was straight up flexing at how they outsmarted AFNF and 438. They've been on their bully vibes and cocky with it, rightfully so too. Faced with the evidence against him, Glokknine pleaded guilty to aggravated identity theft after he illegally got a $10,000 PPP loan. Authorities had down to the date he opened a fraudulent bank account on April 16th to images of the loan application Glokknine DM'd to his friends on IG. Officers will follow up on their takedown, getting even more critical evidence to build a RICO charge for him and everyone tied to him, directly or indirectly. On a search warrant, Glokknine's crib was raided, and officers recovered 13 auto-sears, which is devices that can convert a semi-automatic gun like his favorite weapon, the Glock, to fully automatic.
Jaquavius Smith was taken into custody. A search warrant was done on his house. We found 13 sears. Those are mechanisms which will convert a regular handgun or rifle into an automatic weapon.
Already being a felon, a firearm at his residence.
Yeah, it's looking tough for Glokknine. I don't know. I do not know if he beat this. Like, if he beat this with no time, this nigga goated. If he can beat this, cause it ain't, I don't, man.
Into an automatic weapon.
Already being a felon, a firearm at his residence, much less devices that can turn a community into a bloody zone, was enough to fuel the fire of Operation X-Force forward. Digging into the investigation, you can see how pivotal Glokknine was to what led his peers and rivals into the hands of law enforcement. Operation X-Force was extensive, well premeditated, and perfectly executed. In the 34-member takedown, there was also smaller fractions of AFNF and 438 like CKN and RCN, which we soon see includes members on their list of arrests. From vids detailing the beef before, the list has some of the highest ranked members of each gang. But Sean Williams, who was reported to be Hotboii's right hand and second in command of 438, was responsible for an AFNF affiliate's demise when they tried to catch him lacking at his Powers Ridge court home, but he was ready and willing to bring the smoke.
What's going on, sir? What's going on?
Von John Sands repeatedly questions why he's being arrested outside of the Florida Mall last month. Orange County deputies had a warrant because they say the second in command of the 438 gang shot and killed Jeremiah Robinson, an alleged member of a rival gang known in the streets as All Family No Friends, or AFNF.
In the gunfight, the AFNF soldier that fell due to a headshot was Jeremiah Robinson, aka AFNF Baby Joker.
And this all started in July, they say. In a shooting on Powers Ridge Court, deputies say an Army gang member was shot and killed by a member of the rival 438 gang.
Along with Vashawn was Joshua Caleb Holder, who was the driver in the vehicle of men that planned a stakeout outside the mall at Millennia, where an attempt on rival Glokknine's life was taken. Luckily, the 438 affiliates failed, but that just got them extra eyes from the law. If you've been following my vids on the battle between the two gangs, you recall a case that basically placed Glokknine in the situation he's in now. On July 3rd, 2020, officers responded to a female caller at 4440 Bleasdale Avenue relating to someone carrying out an attempted hit targeted to her son, Anthony Williams, who's Glokknine's cousin, a rapper known as Cudham Reese. In a moment of blessing, Cudham wasn't home, but his family nearly lost their lives in his stead.
Wow.
Latoya, his mother, states jealousy as the main reason why Glokknine targeted her son.
I think I remember that on the other video.
His mother states jealousy as the main reason why Glokknine targeted her son. Before the attempted hit was carried out, Cudham Reese's little sister would peep out the window to see two black vehicles with multiple men. She was able to identify two as Glokknine and her half-brother Ballpark. Ballpark would express his betrayal from his half-sister snitching on him. He would later be tied.
These niggas, and that's the crazy thing, though. Like, you family. Shit, you damn near family. Like, and it's becoming so common nowadays. Cousins, step cousins, step brothers, step sisters, blood cousins, real brothers. Man, niggas, like, family don't mean shit no more. Like, damn.
Ballpark would express his betrayal from his half-sister snitching on him. He would later be tied into the RICO along with.
Nigga, you tried to shoot up. Yo, what was it? Yo, half brother house.
express his betrayal from his half-sister snitching on him. He would later be tied into the RICO along with Glokknine. Cutham Reese seemed to be the center of controversy. His brother, Anthony Williams, aka Draco Syke, along with fellow Orlando rapper Desmonte Adams, aka Lil Wavy, were also swept up by authorities on the RICO. Both was members of the 438 sub-faction, Know 'em, Cut 'em, Kill 'em. They charges in the RICO stem from their usage of electrical devices to promote gang activity. One of the men, Lil Wavy, was previously released on bond after being charged with aggravated battery with a firearm. The incident occurred with the mother of slain rapper Marcus Clay, aka 3 Block. Lil Wavy and an associate, Devins Morgans, aka MG, pulled up on their ops at a medical center, flashing the blicky and threatening to take her other son's life inside a doctor's office while disrespecting their fallen son that they allegedly had a hand in carrying out. Luckily, it ain't escalated to that point, and the mother had the chance to call the cops and report the incident. While gang members was being arrested one after the next, Hotboii was wanted by law enforcement as well, but seemingly on the run and listed as at large. Reports would begin swarming in online about his evasion from capture.
When I heard that Hotboii was on a run, like he was still posting on Instagram and everything, I'm like, what you mean he on the run? Like I didn't know, at that time I didn't know how deep the beef was that Hotboii had with Glokknine. I honestly didn't even know it was like static like that until like the arrest started coming out.
Listed as at large. Reports would begin swarming in online about his evasion from capture. On July 12, 2021, the rapper would turn himself in to authorities. But in an unexpected turn of events, he was given and posted $750,000 bond and back on the outside within no time. This prompted speculations that he snitched in order for his freedom, but Hotboii shut that down in the post while dissing his broke ops at the same time. Whether he remained...
No, like shit, $750K, nigga, that's a lot of fucking money though, but hey, if you got it, pay it.
But Hotboii shut that down in the post while dissing his broke ops at the same time. Whether he remains on the outside, time will tell. But sure enough, he at least has a ray of hope to possibly remain a free man. His rival Glokknine, however, is looking like he might just have to spend most or the rest of his life behind bars. On the back end, authorities are continuing to apply the pressure, plotting to go after the gang's financial structure and their next plan.
Let's believe they far from being finished with Hotboii. Best believe.
Operation.
They gonna get his ass. They gonna try. The same way they tried with YoungBoy, listen, if they want you, they will get you.
Plotting to go after the gang's financial structure
crazy.
and their next plan of operation.
Tell you is, in the coming months, you should see several federal indictments coming out targeting the infrastructure that supported the financial part of these gangs.
I'll keep you on this case for any new details and keep you updated and in the know.
That shit's so crazy, man. Like, and it's crazy because we fuck with Glokknine and Hotboii on this channel, man. Like, we react to him all the time, but I don't know. Like, it's looking real tough for Glokknine though. I don't know if he can beat these charges, man. He gonna do some sort of time, definitely, with all them charges. I don't know, man. The end of Glokknine and Hotboii from the Inside Hotspot YouTube channel, link down below in the description. Y'all want to check it out in its entirety uninterrupted. If y'all new to the channel, y'all rock with me, want daily reaction videos, man, hit that subscribe button for me. Until the next video, I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching MANIACITV. I'm out.
I ain't gotta do too much. I swear that these niggas, they be doing too much. I ain't gotta